All right. Good morning. It's Nicole Safely with the Relentless Networking Showcase, and I am super excited this morning to share a candidate with you. Rose Pierce is going to be in the spotlight today, and we're just going to have a little bit of a conversation, allow you to hear a little bit about Rose's background from the mortgage industry. Rose is an award-winning professional with 15 years of experience exceeding business goals with a high level of customer satisfaction. She is a senior underwriting specialist in the mortgage industry. She's led teams to success through management, training, and coaching, and she ensures individual performance targets are met to uphold the business goals. Love that. She ensures compliance with company guidelines and government regulations throughout this comprehensive expertise that she has over this long career history. And Rose is really a passionate individual. She has a strong work ethic and is self-motivated. And as far as what she's looking for, you can ask her about leadership and management, communication, training and development, and certainly reach out to her on mortgage positions. And are there any other areas that you're looking to explore, Rose? Tell us a little bit about what you're looking for.
Well, yeah, I guess I got bitten by the mortgage industry bug a long time ago. So most of my experience is in mortgage, but I have done many roles in the mortgage business, which kind of can translate to other roles like QC, analyst, leadership, team lead, credit, risk. There's all different types that could translate over to a different industry. But yeah,
Yes.
I tend to have the passion for the mortgage industry. I love the fact that I'm part of something that helps, everyone obtain, a home. And I think that that's something that we all look forward to, is having our homes. And I love being part of that and passionate about that. I always put myself in the borrower's position, try to think like they would. We tend to get lost in the everyday, like it's second nature to us, but we have to remember it is not to them. And probably one of the most stressful things that you ever go through. So I always try to make sure that I can make it as easy as possible for them, for everyone around. I've had a lot of years and I've had a lot of great experiences that helped me have a lot of knowledge. And I love to share that knowledge, which comes into my leadership roles and so forth, sharing that knowledge. And it's exciting to be part of passing that passion on to other people. So I love that. So I really love my job. And when you love your job, it's not a job.
Exactly.
It's part of who you are.
Yeah. So, we all kind of have found ourselves in this precarious position of being laid off and looking for a new home, but I think it's actually great opportunity, right?
Yes.
Are you looking for when you think about the next company and opportunity? Yeah. What are you looking for?
Yeah, something that will allow me to share my knowledge and pass it on, because I know that that's something that the mortgage industry is doing. Taking college graduates and introducing them to the mortgage business, and it's I have a lot of knowledge that I can pass on. Something in that type of role.
Well, you have said multiple times you like passing on that knowledge. Tell me about the leadership roles that you've held and what that would look like for you. If you were able to create a position for yourself, what would highlight your skills the most, do you think?
I think one of my favorite roles was team lead for underwriters, where they maybe the newer underwriter or someone they come to you with questions and they're not quite sure. Sometimes they just need to run something by you to see if they're thinking on the right path, and that's one of the things that I really like. Also different scenarios, running scenarios by you and trying to think outside the box, like, okay, we can't get this information from the borrower, but they have this, this, and this. Will that work? And just showing them how that we can document the file or do something outside the box that maybe we wouldn't, it's not maybe written in the guidelines, but it's something that we can, get to work. And that's like, and working as a team, everybody is there for the customer, and we should always remember that. So, working for that one goal as a team, it's like contagious. It's like, you get excited. You're like, look, we got this through, and everybody is excited to help that customer.
Yeah.
That's always
Yeah.
something fun.
That is fun. That teamwork and celebrating with the customer when they've closed the home. I don't know if you actually get that experience like the LO does, but certainly as the team, being able to, count that as a win every time you
Yes.
sit at the closing table.
Yes. Yeah, they share that. They've shared that, and it's exciting. It's
Yeah.
really nice. And you also have the flip side where the borrower is struggling, and then it even makes you, you want to work harder to find out how can we get that borrower in that home and make them happy.
I'll tell you this, and it may be sharing too much information, but the first time I applied for a home loan, I didn't have good credit. And the lender that I worked with us to, resolve things that were on, errors, some of the things that we had done. And that underwriter and LO continued to work with us until we were able to purchase a home. And, I don't think everyone has the attitude that you do, as far as that goes. And it makes such a difference in people's lives when you take them from where they are and work through the process with them. That's so important. What do you think, Rose, are your key strengths? Like, what makes you stand out from other candidates in your space? What do you think is unique about yourself?
I guess one is to go above and beyond, to see, to not always take no, we can't do that because, okay, well, let's just make sure we can't do that. Let's be 100% sure we can't do that. Because a lot of times you just get the, no, we can't do that. And I just don't tend to like that. I don't like no. So
Me either.
I want to just make sure if I have to go above and above and above, I will. If I have to call the investors directly, Fannie Mae, I'll call them up and I'll ask them, what do you think about this? Because they are really great like that. Like, you can call Fannie Mae and they will give you their insight on it, which is amazing. And in one of my roles, I had the opportunity to pick their brains all the time. So I know that it's not always a no. It's just, what else? What else? So that's one of the things I think, a lot of people in the past have brought to mind, just said thank you for that. And, a lot of people are just no. And, it's hard for us to go back to the borrower and say no, just because they said no. And I think providing the reason that's a no is also huge. Like, it helps people understand, it helps people explain. So I think that's one of, the things that I hope is one of my strengths.
Well, coming from the consumer side, and even this last week, I can't remember the exact situation, but I do, somebody, was, can we do this? No, it's not in our process. It, like, really, like, can you not use your brain and help me think through, like, I have a problem, I need you to help me solve it. Like, no is not an option. And a lot of people just, it's a piece of paper, I'm just going to move on. So from what I heard out of that is going above and beyond, but being tenacious and also very caring, right? You're owning that for the borrower and being an advocate for them versus a barrier, to entry to home ownership. So I love that. I love to go a little off the beaten path. Rose, what do you like to do for fun?
For fun. I love the beach.
Yes.
So I love to explore every beach. I haven't been to every beach, obviously, in the United States, but we're trying. I'd like to explore them all. Any trips with my family, we enjoy, just exploring new things. This summer we have planned a road trip that we're going to go stop at a couple beaches on our way to Florida. And I'm
Nice.
excited because I know that, like say, oh, beaches are all the same, but they're not. You
No,
find a
they
lot of
don't.
really interesting, different things, and you can
Mhm.
always pick out something different from that beach to this beach. But the ocean sound, the beach, and a sunset always make me very happy.
Oh, I love it. What is the last book that you read, Rose?
Oh, the last book. Oh, believe it or not, The Stand from Stephen King.
From Stephen King. Okay. Yeah, that's a little
Not
scary.
usually in my genre of things, but I watched the show with a family member, and they swore to me the book would you'd understand, and because I didn't get it, and they said, oh, the book's much better. So
Yeah,
they were completely right. The book was way better.
very cool. Very cool.
Very long book, but it was, yeah, it was good.
Oops.
I like a mystery, any kind of mystery.
Okay, mysteries are good. So in your next company, what's the short list of must-haves, the things that you are looking for in that company?
I think definitely work-life balance. That's very important to me. And, I believe a lot of companies now are understanding that and feeling that,
Mhm.
but that's definitely has to be one of the number one things for me. Um, because I have somebody that I've been working with, and they want to hire me, but the higher up wants me to be in the office, and I have to be remote
Mhm.
for a family, thing. And they're still going back and forth with it, should they or shouldn't they? But they had a
Right.
bad experience with somebody that was remote. So I completely understand that. But work-life balance is definitely one. And another is, appreciation, appreciate your hard work, because you have that appreciation. Anyone that feels appreciated is going to work harder,
I'm
is
gonna
going to
work
go above
harder.
and beyond.
Yes.
And
Yes.
sometimes, you've just, yeah, you feel like a sense of, loyalty or appreciation
Mhm.
for your employer. So I think that that's important. Some employers don't understand how much appreciation can go, how far that can go.
Mhm. 100%.
So that's
Yeah,
kind of my top two.
love it. Remote work-life balance and a place of appreciation that helps to drive you. I love that. Is there anything else that you'd want to highlight that I didn't ask you about?
No, I think we touched on all the major things.
I am so excited. It sounds like you bring a lot of great experience to this now workforce availability. Somebody's going to snatch you up pretty quick. I have a distinct feeling for that. So thank you so much for taking time, Rose. It was great to get to know you a little bit.
Yes, thank you so much for doing this. I really
Yeah,
appreciate it.
you're welcome.